Hello, my name is Davi, and I'm going to start presenting our work about the merger of Estacio and Kroton that Cardi rejected in 2017. And in this work, we're going to focus mainly on the Estacio point of view. First, we're going to talk a little about the company overview. So Estacio is one of the biggest private education organizations of Brazil. As you can see on the map, it's located all around Brazil in 23 states, plus the capital, that is Brasilia. It is strategically located to be around the public target, that is lower and middle class. They offer around 123 undergrad courses. Also offer graduate courses, short courses, and focused courses for civil service exam. In total, Estacio has one university campus, 10 university centers, 49 colleges, and 394 distance learning colleges. So going on to the company history, as you can see, it was founded in 1970 as Estacio Law School. In 2007, the IPO was held at Bovespa. So here we can see in 2010, primary and secondary public offering of shares rising the free float to 76%. And here we can see some of the expansion. So in 2012 and 2011, they bought some colleges over Brazil to try to expand, as well as 2012. They bought Faculdade São Luís in São Luís, Faculdade 10 em João Pessoa, FARCS in Porto Alegre, Uniwall in João Pessoa, and other colleges. So here in 2017, a private equity fund, Advent, holded 10.5% of company shares capital, and also in 2017 there is our main reason of this work, that is the rejection of CAGI, of the merger between the two major companies, educational companies in Brazil, that was Kroton and Estacio. So after CAGI denied the merger, Estacio strategy is that they will grow by investment to bring more students and by the acquisition of small players. So here are some strategies that Estacio is following in the years after the rejection. So here we can see the technology and structure. So they are investing in distance learning mainly, as they need high technology for the distance learning students. Regarding presential classes, Estacio investments are focused in infrastructure to be able to have more students. So expansion in distance learning, they believe that the segment of distance learning is increasing, and it is a potential way of attracting more students that actually have difficulty to go to the campus and lower purchasing power. So here we see that Estacio is investing a lot in the DL market, because they believe that is a good way to spread all over Brazil their brands, and to get more students. So, and here we have new business. They are creating new sources of revenue through new kinds of courses. For example, short-term courses and classes focused in civil service exams. They're investing as well in new courses, considering the labor market needs and economic development trends. For example, courses in oil and gas area, the relationship with students. In order to improve the student experience, Estacio has invested in improving the quality of the service. Gaining efficiency is trying to solve a common problem for Estacio. When a presential student drops out, its cost remains the same, as you need the classroom, teacher, and etc. So they're approaching a new model where they can merge classes to deal with this issue. Uh, Perpetuation of organizational culture and management. Their strong culture of transparency and meritocracy will be perpetuated by retaining and attracting talents. Since 2013, Stasio has its own corporate university in order to spread their principles and values, also to guarantee the supply of talents. And regional marketing. Stasio believes that the regional marketing is more effective and will be focusing on that in the future.
We can separate Stacio's numbers into two different segments. The first one is between distance learning and on-site students, and the other one between graduates and undergraduates. As we can see, the total number of students of Estacio increased 1.7% in 2017, going from 508,000 to 517,000. As we can see in the first chart, the total number of students of Estacio that are a part of the distance learning program increased 17% in 2017, going from 146,000 to 171. On the other hand, the number of on-site students has decreased 4%, but it still is the majority of students from Estacio. The other chart we can analyze is between the number of graduate students and undergraduates. We can see that there is an increase of 13% on the number of graduate students, while there is no difference in the number of undergraduates. That goes in line with Estacio's strategy of investing in graduate courses. Moving on, it is important for us to talk about FIES. FIES is a state public government fund that finances students for higher education, private universities of higher education. As we can see here, in 2014, 27% of all on-site students in Brazil of higher education was part of the FIES base. So they were being financed in some way by the government, by FIES. In the second chart, we can see that in 2016, 22% of all Estacio students was part of the FIES base. And this number has already decreased to 18% by the end of 2017. Using BTG's projection, which is an investment bank from Brazil, we can see that by 2020, it is expected that only 4% of Estacio's students will be financed by FIES. The decrease of students being financed by FIES can be explained by the economic crisis that Brazil went through. Since then, the government has been cutting down the number of students being financed by FIES, and that impacts heavily on Estacio's revenues, as you can see in the second chart. But not only Estacio's, it impacts every single higher education company. So to counteract the effect of the FIES, private educational companies such as Estacio have been creating methods to counteract the FIES loss of revenues. Estacio, for an example, has created the DIS, Diluição Solidária, which works like FIES. They are financing the first semester's month of the students, as we can see here in the payment flow chart. In this example, for January and February, the students are only paying 49 reais, and the difference between the 49 reais, which is what they pay, and the 751 reais, which is what they should pay, will be diluted into the next payments until they end their course, which usually takes from 2 years to 5 years. So to analyze the merger, we should also consider the effects of the FIES on the private higher educational companies and what they are doing to counteract that, such as the DIS, for an example. Moving on to the market overview, here we can see that the main competitors are Kroton, Laureate International Universities, Estacio, Ser Educacional, and Unip, Universidade Paulista. We can see in the pie chart that Kroton is the biggest company in the educational sector with 30% of the market share. Estacio is followed behind with 30% together with Unip. Laureate has 8%, Ser Educacional 4%, Uninove 4%, Uninter 4%, Cruzeiro do Sul 4% as well, and Uniacel e Anima both have 3%. We also have several other smaller players that together represent 14% of the market. It is important that to point out that companies like Estacio, after the merger that was denied by CADE, have decided that they will try at least to buy other smaller players, because that way they can have a bigger regional power. We can see here that there is a lot of room to grow buying smaller players, as right now they represent 14% of the market, which is even bigger than Estacio's market share. We will now apply the Herfindahl-Hirschman index. We are considering the 10 largest firms, as we pointed out in the pie chart before, and also adding the other smaller players, which represent 14% of the market. The Herfindahl-Hirschman index before the merger is of 1,580, which is very close to the lower bound of the moderate concentration level. After the merger, we consider Kroton and Estacio as one company. We have a Herfindahl-Hirschman index of 2,360. That way, it's still on the moderate concentration level, but however, it is closer to its upper bound than the lower bound as it was before. Now looking specifically at the merger, we can see that Kroton and Estacio's merger would lead to an increase of 780 points in the Herfindahl-Hirschman index, which is an increase of 50% of the Herfindahl-Hirschman index. And as the resulted Herfindahl-Hirschman index after the merger is above 1500, and the variance of the Herfindahl-Hirschman index caused by the merger, so the delta, is above 100 points, we can presume that there would be a competitiveness reduction in the educational sector due to this merger.
So, due to the concentration ratio, we will compare the CR2 and CR4. Looking at the CR2, we have before the merger a number of 43%, and after the merger a number of 56%. So we have a change in the CR index of 13%. In the CR4, we have before the merger a number of 64%, and after the merger a number of 72%, showing a change in the index of 8%. So we can see after the hypothetical merger that in CR2 we have an increase in 13% of the concentration ratio, and in the CR4 we have an increase of 8% in the concentration ratio, showing that the merger will affect the concentration in the educational market. Due to the qualitative analysis, we have some of entry barriers. So in order to perform and act in this market, we have elevated IT costs for distance learning in order to fund servers and very fast internet connection and to transmit all the content in a very, very good quality. We have elevated market costs, so in order to attract more students and to be recognizable, you have to invest a lot in marketing. We have infrastructure costs on site students, for instance. We have also legal barriers, and we need credentials of some of specific organs that are government regulated. And the new company may have enough barrier and enough bargain power to defeat the best teachers to work there. So if you have a huge company after a merger, you can offer better salaries and better conditions to these people work, and then you can kind of steal the best teachers and the best professionals to the new company, leaving the other companies with not that good teachers. Checking out the marketing analysis, we have Estacio and Kroton. So we can see that the number of students and the spend on marketing, they are very correlated, and they are very narrow one of each other. So we have when you increase your spend on marketing, you can attract more students, showing that this is a very important barrier in this market. So if you spend more on marketing, using the logic, you will be more recognizable, so more students can apply and can study in your institutions. So the spend on marketing is a very important. It's very important. How can I say? Measure to know and to study of how many students can you attract for your company, for your school, or for your university. So the spend on marketing is very important variable to look at and to study. And we can see in Estacio and in Kroton, in both years, 2014 2015, when these companies increase the spend on marketing, they also increase the number of students. So we can realize, we can see a very positive correlation between these both variables, the number of students and the spend on marketing. Due to the qualitative analysis, we have, of course, efficiency gains due to the merger. So we have central costs down, marketing costs also down, and this can be translated in a minor cost for the student. We have also IT, like servers and developers, enhance it, because we have a huge company that can combine efforts to do the best IT services of the sector. Also, marginal costs will be lower because, as you know, in a merger, the company, these both companies can reunite forces to decrease the marginal costs, and then a consequence can be a minor cost for the student. We have also the efficiency gains of web interface. So we can, it's possible to have a better internet interface for the students. And also we can see network gains due to the merger. And finally, our conclusion: even though the benefits of merger exist, as we can see in this past slide, we can see that the competition will be impaired by the merger to a point that society would be harmed more than benefited. So our conclusion coincides with CADE's decision, given that the community vetoed the merger. So our final conclusion is that CADE must veto the merger.